debugging with logging, it is time to learn the interactive debugging with PDB. This PDB is for Python debugging, okay? So it's also commonly used in Python functions, Python code, Python projects that people are using, okay? So right here, I'm going to import PDB. So this is the one that we're going to use while debugging our code. So we have something called pdb.set_trace, okay? Place this line, okay, at the point in your code where you want to start debugging. When the execution reaches that line, it will pause, okay? And the interactive debugging will be activated. So you may not understand what I am talking about right now. Let's go here. This time I will be having another example, okay? Here I'm going to use create an example, a function here. It is going to be example_function. And right in here, let's have two variable. X is going to be equal to 5 and y equal to 10. So here I will say that z is equal to x plus y, okay? And down here I want to start the debugging. So I will use pdb.setTrace function, and this will start the debugging right here. So also I'm going to have a result here. So this result is going to be equal to z is going to be multiplied by number 2, and then I will be having the return here, and I will return the result. Okay, now out of this function I will be having another result, and this one is going to be equal, I will call the function, okay, that is example function. And let's print this and see what is going to happen. So I have the final result, and then I will be having the result here. Now that I ran this, it will pause the program in this line 8, okay? So I will use Python and interactive debugging PDB. So right now you see that we have this one, okay? And this PDB, it has some command, okay? For interactive debugging, they have some kind of command. Okay, we have n, it is for next, and also we have c, it will continue execution until the next breakpoint, okay? And also we have q, this will quit the program or stop execution of the program. And also we have p, this p will print the value for some kind of variable. Right now if I want to see x variable, I will use p and then x. So I will show you, okay? And also we have l, this will list, show the code around the current line. And also we have s, this is called first step, okay? Execute the current line stopping at the first possible occasion, for example when a function is called. And also we have r, this r is return, this will continue execution until the current function returns something. So let's go have, for example, I want to see the value for x, so I will use p and then hit x and hit enter. So you see it is giving me 5, that means x has the value of 5. If I say y, p and then y, you see that it is giving me 10. That is good. How about z? So p and then z, so it will give me 15. So that is cool, okay? Also we have n, which is for the next. I will use n and its return, it moves back, okay? Right now we were in this line. You see that we have result is equal to something like this, and then now we are in line 11, okay? It is in return result right here. Again I want to hit n to continue, and then again n continue. So now we are into the print statement at the end, okay? Final result, and then it is giving me the result. So if I want to see the result value, so I will say P and then result. You see that we have 30. Also we have continue, we have quit, we have print, list, step, or return, everything. Okay, now if I hit Q and then hit enter, it just quit the program. So it is how this debugging with PDB work. Okay, also I'm going to give you another example in dividing by 0, so you could learn this a little better. Okay, so I will create another function here. It is going to be something by the name of divide. Here I'm going to have A and then B. So here let's say that result, it is equal to A divided by B. Right here let's return result. Okay, so you can add this trace, okay, in anywhere, any place you want in your code, okay, while you want to trace it or you want to debug the code. So here I wanna debug the divide by 0. Okay, so I can add that right here. So pdb dot set trace, and down here let's say x is equal to 10, but we don't have x right here. That's okay because we are using argument or parameter here. Also y is equal to, for example, 0. And now I'm going to call the function. So result is equal to divide, and we are having x, which is 10, and we are going to have the y, which is 0. Okay, and use comma here. So let's print this result and see what is going to happen. Okay, so result is result. Now that I hit enter and I will clean the terminal, run it again, you see we are into the result at this line. Okay, line 5 right now. If I ask for A, let's say P and then hit A, it is 10. But if I hit P and then B, you see that it is 0. Right now we don't know if there is any kind of error or not. Okay, so let's hit next to continue, and we have the result. Again, go to next line, and next line, and N. So now we're going to have some kind of error here. That is okay. Right now it's finished here, so it was better to I will hit Q now. It was better to right in here you see the output 0 division error, divide by 0. It was better to first see this like this without the debugging. Okay, I will run it, and you see that we are having some kind of error here, and we will find this error, okay, that error occurs. Okay, so I will use CLS and run it, and then uncomment this. Okay, and now I can run it again. When I run it, I see the result is equal to A divided by B. Now if I hit A, you see that it is 10, so I will see that I have the first number, which is 10, that is okay, and then I will be having the other number, which is 0. So now I can see that 10 divided by 0 is giving some kind of error, so I can find the error that is here. So I will change the value for B. Okay, and right now you see the value for B is B or Y, it's 0, so I can change it. Now how easily I can find the error here. Okay, so this is just a sample program, but in bigger program, okay, when you create program that are hundreds of lines of code and also tens of files, that those in those kind of application is kind of hard, so you can use from this PDB to debug it and find some kind of error if there is. Okay, let's hit C, and then when I hit C to continue, you see that it is giving me the result 0 division error. Okay, so let's go and see is there any other way of debugging our Python code or not.